Right. Most Americans believe that if you work hard and full time, you should not be poor. But the truth is that many working families are, and many low-income breadwinners must hold down multiple jobs just to survive. It's 2005. With stagnant wages and an economy that is growing for some but clearly not for others, more and more people and their children are simply being left out and left behind. When work no longer supports a family, the existence of a genuine opportunity society and the ethic of work itself are at risk. 2005. The truth is that hungry people are going without food stamps, poor children are going without health care, elderly are going without medicine, and school children are going without textbooks because of war, tax cuts, and the lack of both attention and compassion from our political leaders. 2005. The deepening injustices of America's domestic priorities are increasingly impossible to justify. It's becoming a religious and moral issue. 2005. We have astounding statistics like these. 1 of every 6 children in America is poor. 13 million children in America. 36 million people live below the poverty line. 2005. 4.5 million Americans are without health insurance, including 8.4 million children. 45 million Americans without health care, 8.5 million children. 14 million families have critical housing needs. Affordable housing disappear. Rent and housing prices soar. The homelessness is on the rise, especially for families in urban areas. But my friends, this was written 2005, and then the bottom fell out. And the greatest recession since the Great Depression occurred, and poverty went from bad to worse because we did not address the issue then. And those who were already at their extremity now find themselves in desperation. That's right. And so in North Carolina now we find ourselves with 1.6 million people in poverty, 600,000 children. And when you disaggregate the numbers by urban areas, by rural areas, by race, by age, those numbers are even worse. So it was already here in 2005. So one of the things we challenge here is that we've been talking about this recession wrong, because so many people have said, well, things got bad in 2008. But the reality is, for the poor, for those on the margins, things have been bad for a long time. 1.6 million people in poverty today. Melinda Lawrence often reminds us that's the same number of people that were in poverty in North Carolina in 1960. We ignore this side of North Carolina at our own peril. We dismiss these realities at our own destruction. We have a mindset in our public policy and in our private policy of attention violence. We do violence to the poor because we refuse to pay attention to them. That's right. Otto Schwammer calls it the blind spot of conscience. Our political leaders talk about the middle class and the wealthy. Republicans try to be the champions of the wealthy, Democrats the champions of the middle class, and the poor get left out of the conversation. The purpose of this tour is to tell and show the truth. Because if we see the truth and hear the truth, only then will we perhaps begin the hard, righteous work of transformation. Only when we tell the truth can we be set free to start having a real conversation about public policy, lifting from the bottom up, knowing that when you lift the bottom, everybody's benefited. Only when we tell the truth can we move from an individual profit motive to a prosperity for every community goal. life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for everyone. Only when we tell the truth and see the truth will we understand, unless we ensure high quality public education for every child, we actually drive poverty worse, make it worse. Only if we tell the truth can we even consider the notion of investing infrastructure to lift up communities, or to utilizing global technology in order to attack poverty with the new tools that we have through technology. Only if we see and tell the truth will we be free and made free to hope and work and believe until the beloved community is realized. The reality is, where there is no vision, the people perish. And where there is no truth-telling, there is no freedom to get better. That is why we're on this tour. Here are the statistics.